It's been a while since I've had a full inventory. And now it's ruined! What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel! Welcome back to Resident Evil Code Veronica X. In the last episode, we made our way to the second part of the facility. I know this place is technically called the Palace, but I'll call them facilities. They're all under the name of Alfred Ashford, so I could just call them anything I wanted just to piss him off. They're all bathrooms. Nah, that was really stupid. Anyway, in this episode, we have a steering wheel, we have a new place to go. I wonder if we can put one and one together and make a simple math equation. First off, a couple things back here. Handgun ammo, always appreciated. And this right here, we can get a map of the palace. So even though I basically went through the entirety of the palace that we could do right now, they still give you a map outside and off the beaten path. So, thanks, I guess. Alright, just to make sure. This said there was an octo hole. Let's make sure that we didn't find some other steering wheel. Oh, look at that. That's so weird that it had to specify that. Because you're not going to find another steering wheel like this, at least I hope not. Oh, and figure this one out. Attach the steering wheel, spin it once, and all of a sudden submarine comes up out of the water. All these platforms are made. Hatch opens for you. And then you could just go down into a submarine that came out of nowhere. I don't get it. Whatever those engineers did, it worked. Hey, this right here, always take it. Never say no to free inventory space. There, we've gone from 8 spaces to 10. Awesome. Now figure this one out. Gonna pull this lever. No indication that the hatch was closed on the submarine. And then, all of a sudden, we've been transported to a different area. Where? That part's still up for debate. Because we're underwater. Okay. That was a really short trip. That submarine makes good time. And by the way, love camera angles that do this, where you're seeing through something else, but still able to see your character. Love that shot. Really good job, guys. I wonder if I should show it off here. It's open enough. I think this would be a good place. Gunpowder-tipped bowgun bolts. Check this out. Oh, no way! I actually didn't know you could get 2 for 1. That's awesome! So, cool. There you go. That just made the bowgun bolts even better. The gunpowder-tipped ones. See? They give you so much, heavy firepower in such a short amount of time, and it's not even like the bigger guns. These are just bowgun bolts. I spy something we need to have 3 of, for some reason. It always turns out to be, the one way to advance in the game is you have to find 3 of something, or 5 of something, or 2 of something. You always have to find certain things that fit in a certain something. You put it in there, and then all of a sudden, you get to advance. In this case, we need to find 3 proofs. The first one, which was just outside the palace, just sitting there. We don't have access to any of the others just yet, so we're going to have to go exploring some more. I just wanted to get that out of my inventory. It's a lot easier since we have to come here anyway, just to pick it up, bring it with you, place it in there, never have to deal with it ever again. Oh, you. I don't want to waste my gunpowder-tipped bowgun bolts. That's going to be really hard to say, because I keep wanting to say gun-tipped. And if I'm shooting gun-tipped arrows, that would be hysterical. Might as well just call it a gun blade for how silly that would look. Oh my god, Claire, it's a bridge! What are we gonna do? Guess we'll use it for its intended purpose. You walk on it. Or in your case, run on it. Yeah, I know there's not a lot happening, but don't worry, we'll get to it. If anything, this is more of an exploration type of episode. You got a shiny down there, we definitely need that to advance. And I love this. Who's the jerk that put this here? Which disgruntled employee who works under Alfred Ashford decided, you know what? I'm gonna screw with some people today. I got my pink slip. I have no reason to be here. You know what? Screw everyone else. That's about the only scenario I can think of the reason that there's just a giant crate in front of where we need to be. Unless... Now hold on, I might have a different theory here. Might be able to come up with something else because we need to get that shiny. And as you could probably tell, we need to move that crate out of the way, use the thing to get the thing. So let's go ahead and do that. Now this right here, this seems kind of superfluous to me. Here you go. Here's your crane. It has two directions. It has up, and it has left. But for some reason, it has the directions right and back. You never have to use those. And in fact, you don't even have to press any other buttons. You just have to do the directions. Game does the rest for you. So, suck it, employee who thought they could trap me. Or just block me off from advancing in the game. I don't know. In the game developer's defense, I guess this is a way to mix things up. But here's the real reason I think that was blocked off. Well, I mean, of course. If I were said employee who just all of a sudden zombies appeared, I'd block it off too. Oh, just imagine if there was somebody down there and he got trapped. Just activate the lever, put them all down a level so that they couldn't get to you, but he's clearly going to die. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, so that's kind of a devious trap to put there, especially when they get a running start, or shuffling start, and you're not allowed to move till the cutscene's over, so you gotta do a really quick turn, and then just jet out of there, and then start shooting. And all of that was for the biohazard card. If you remember back in the actual facility, there were a couple places where we got the bowgun. That actually had a slot for the biohazard card. But there were actually two places that we could use it in that specific facility, and we're gonna go use it on that other one. All in the sake of advancement. And until we find those other proofs, we have no other reason to be here. So that was just a massive detour in order to get a card to one of the places in the facility. Think about that. How did... Let's say there was a guy. I know I'm using very descriptive terms, but let's say there's a guy. He's got the biohazard card. He's the only one in the facility who has that. So he has to come over here. Next to all these airplanes and bridges, he has to go through a submarine just to get to work. He comes here, zombies happen, and he dies. So a scientist with the only biohazard card comes over here for some unknown reason, dies, card stays over here, and then just you just happen to walk upon. I have no idea why this card is here. Another explanation would be to extend gameplay, but I'd hate to throw that accusation out there. Because I will say, the structure of this entire game is really well done. You got a few locales that you can go to, and at certain points, once you have advanced far enough, and this actually goes for every Resident Evil game, once you have advanced far enough into any of those games, they give you ways to go back to earlier segments easier, like shortcuts. But this... I have no idea why they would do this. Just put a card out as far away as possible, just so you go exploring it. If it were an easier way to teach you where to put the proofs, cool. But why in God's name is it next to it? You know what, I'm just gonna do this for the rest of the time. This will probably be the last game I'm able to make Resident Evil characters jitter. Might as well do it now. So you remember when I said the dogs would be replaced by something? Well, here's one of them. Oh, God. I'm getting horrible flashbacks from Resident Evil 3 and the Gravedigger. Not as bad as the Gravedigger, I'll give it that. You can kill this thing, but when you're Claire, don't even worry about it. You have no reason to fight this thing. One, it takes forever to come out of the ground. And two, its main method of attack, you basically have to be asking it to kill you for it to actually kill you. So, replace the dogs with gigantic worm. Seems like the obvious choice to me. At this point, it's only a minor inconvenience. You just run past it, and it actually telegraphs about where it's going to show up. So, don't fret. Just run out of the way, it's easy to dodge. God, I hope there's no more threats around here. It's a good thing Alfred has a sense of fair play. He could have shot me for like a good 10 seconds, but he didn't. Oh, and that snivelly little coward. He ran off. Well, I think I'd run too. After making Claire mad, I don't think anybody wants to be in the vicinity when she is absolutely pissed off. And you heard her. She's like, Alfred! That's the sign that he's basically going to lose all of humanity if she gets a hold of him. Let's see, where did that coward go? Takes the cheap way out. He's got a sniper rifle. But at least he gave us an honest chance to dodge it after we looked at him for a good 2-3 seconds. Bullshit!
Welcome, Claire. Consider the area you are in a special playground I have prepared just for you. Please try and keep me amused, and do not disappoint me by dying too soon. I so want to enjoy this.
Wow, maybe Claire already took his humanity. No regular man would make a laugh like that. Especially when they're trying to sound threatening. I'm going to kill you, Claire! Ah! No, that just doesn't scream horror to me. And it actually just makes me feel really stupid, so I'm not going to do that. By the way, if you go through either of these doors, you're going to hear the heartbeat, but go through this one first because it's a safe room. You're definitely gonna want to come here first because the next door advances the story. You have no other way to get out of here. For now. So, you know what? We're just gonna chill around here. Maybe save, maybe grab some items, and, oh, important, hemostatic medicine! We know a certain someone who needs that medicine, so we're gonna go take it to him eventually. It's not gonna be for a while, but eventually we will be taking that hemostatic medicine back to the prison. Told you we had to go back there for something, but believe it or not, it's not for this. The way we advance through this story does get extremely convoluted. And when you actually hear the reason we need to go back to the prison, it is probably one of the stupidest things in this game. Apart from finding a biohazard card and taking a trip on a submarine to find it. It does get worse. But for now, you know, we'll rock some new weapons. Got the bow gun, have the double MP 100s. I think we're good. And wow, I haven't saved in a while. Recorded 4 episodes and just now got to a save point. So, better safe than sorry. Gotta go ahead and save now. And because there's going to be a lot of story advancement, like a lot, I think I'm gonna end it off here. So next time on Resident Evil Code Veronica X, we're gonna be moving on through that other door and see what Alfred has planned for us. The ultimate evil, and we're gonna start using some heavy firepower. Because next episode introduces a brand new enemy. That's so much fun to fight. I love the fact that I can do this. It's like the dumbest thing, and yet I can do it in these old ones. Wait. What was that? Did I see that wrong? I think... Hey, wait! Wait! How long has this been there? Wow! I can't believe it! I've been playing this for years and I never found this? Sweet! Alright. Found something new. Huh. Might as well leave that in the video.